1888 AD, 5782 AM. The Eiffel Tower was erected in France, becoming the tallest building in the world. Before its erection, the Great Pyramid had remained the tallest structure made by men, at 481 feet high. Obelisks are not structures but solid masonry pillars. Eastman and Walker invent the Kodak camera. The French launched their first submarine Gymnote, a 30-ton vessel propelled by electricity. On August 14th it rained a shower of ink, a black rain over the Cape of Good Hope. A terrible blizzard froze the eastern United States, killing 400 people. An immense quantity of pebbles rained upon Palestine, Texas. One invisible residence, 2 cataclysm. 1889 AD, 5783 AM. Comet Brooke neared Jupiter and fragmented. Thomas Edison invented the modern motion picture, then in 1895 invented the motion picture projector. Daimler of Germany invented the gasoline automobile, 1 cataclysm. 1890 AD, 5784 AM. In the month of May, a substance like blood rained out of the sky over Messingia, Calabria. Samples were taken and sent to Rome, where specialists determined that it was indeed blood. In the following month, June, hail of ice mixed with sandstone pebbles rained over France. This is exactly 1800 months, 150 years before May, 2040 AD, when planet Phoenix will transit and the moon will turn red like blood, as depicted in Revelation 6, and the earth will be blanketed in a reddish cloud of cosmic dust. That blood is drifting frozen through space indicates that a previously inhabitable world, stocked and teeming with biological life forms, was destroyed, quick frozen and fragmented. On October 26th, a comet-like object moving at an incredible speed covered 100 degrees of the sky in 45 minutes, as observed from Grahamstown. The Battle of Wounded Knee is the last major military conflict in North America between the Indians and the United States. In 1890 was the very first recorded crop circle formation, witness being created by people who saw beams of light from the sky create the agriglyphs. In The Unknown Life of Jesus, published by Russian Nicholas Notovich, who had discovered the Buddhist legend of Isa, which claims that a wise man from Palestine lived in the Orient and India from 13 to 29 years old, brought this story to the attention of the Western world. Notovich's conclusion was that this sage was Jesus. 1. Book of the Damned. 3. Freddie Silver, New Dawn Magazine, September-October. 4. Gods of Eden, Bramley. 1891 AD, 5785 AM. The Jews are expelled from Moscow, Russia. This was 26 years before the Jewish Bolshevik takeover of Russia in 1917. On January 20th, an earthquake was preceded by an appearance of a meteorite in the sky over Italy and a rain of small stones. At Crittenden, Arizona, was discovered a stone sarcophagus of a giant who once stood about 12 feet in height and had 6 toes on his feet, according to the carving of the giant on the stone. Other 6-digit giant skeletons were unearthed in 1532 AD. Petroglyphs discovered near Three Rivers, New Mexico, were of hands with 6 fingers. Homo sapiens sapiens, modern humans, are not the only genetic creations of the Anunnaki placed on this planet. 1. Jewish supremacism. 2. Book of the Damned. 3. Lost cities of ancient Lemuria. 4. Elder gods in antiquity. 1892 AD, 5786 AM. On April 4th, a Dutch astronomer named Muller watched black objects pass over the surface of the moon. Professor Barnard, using a 36-inch Lick refractor telescope, discovered a planet beyond Neptune. His discovery would not be made known until 1906, when published in the August edition of the prestigious Nature scientific publication. This sighting was not of Pluto, which is so far and so tiny that even the orbiting Hubble telescope has only given us very blurred images, and the Lick refractor would never have been able to see Pluto. As planet Phoenix was only 10 years away from passing through the inner solar system and approaching, it is likely that Barnard caught a glimpse of Phoenix. This was indeed the 6200th year of the Phoenix chronology, and the fact that this mystery planet is no longer visible means it was an intruder planet and is now gone. This year was 148 years to return of Phoenix in 2040 AD to initiate a global disaster, or 1776 months. 1. Book of the Damned. 2. The Rosicrucian Cosmoconception. 1893 AD, 5787 AM. In October, Comet Brooks was photographed colliding into a dark object in space. The photo published in the 1894 edition of Knowledge. A total eclipse of the sun on November 30th over Santiago, Chile, allowed tens of thousands of people a few minutes to gaze into the heavens in awe of a mysterious reddish nebulous matter enveloping the Earth. After the nebulous matter passed, and while the sun was still eclipsed, a dark object passed over the moon, clearly visible from the surface of the Earth. This serves to demonstrate that objects nearing Earth and passing closely by are virtually invisible to our telescopes on the day side of the planet. 1. Book of the Damned. 2. Cataclysm.